We are given warning. We are given the information. It's up to us what we want to do with the information. And the reason I'm like, I want to be like, oh, but I can't, because I feel like this is something that, especially if you were depleted by whatever this is, you knew, air sign, you knew that you were tired. You knew that this was burdensome. You knew that it was taking away from your process, from your vision, from your creativity, and you held on to it. So spirit had to be like, yank, give me that, thank you. Thus creating a tower moment. For some of y'all, this was just quick change. It wasn't anything where it was like you were holding on to anything or anything like that. It's just you've made a lot of shifts in a little bit of time, right? But for the ones who, spirit, what are the messages? Y'all just, ooh.
And your cousin too, rolling down the strip on gold, coming up slamming Cadillac doors. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too.
Hey, my air signs, welcome to Creative Divinations, where I divine for the creative in you. I am Mecca, and we are here to do the creative, I was about to say the curated. It is curated, but the creative divination for April of 2025. If you are a air sign, have major air sign placements, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, so things of that nature, this may apply to you. Um, a couple of things before we get started. Keep in mind that this month of April, I am starting to put out the extended reading. So, how this is going to go is y'all get 30 minutes of me here. Okay. And then if you hear something within this message, or something sticks out to you and you want to dig a little bit deeper, you can go downstairs to the description box, click on the link for the extended reading for air signs, and you get 30 more minutes of me. Okay, you get the whole another 30-minute reading. That's a continuation of this one. So they are $5.99. They are lifetime access. You will receive them via a listed YouTube link, and you can look at it whenever you want to. Okay. Also, I'm having a sale on my divinations until April the 14th. You get 30% off using the code SPRING. Okay. Let's get into this message, air signs. Okay. We have as our overlying energy a new path. And it says you have cleared karma, and now your soul is leading you to new experiences. All the steps may not seem clear just yet. Continue moving forward, and the path will begin to reveal itself. We have Edge of the River, and it says transitions, cleansings, and emotional release. The bottom of this deck, we have trusting yourself. You got this. You worked hard to get this far. You have the ability to create the things that you desire. Learning to trust in yourself and your abilities will take you to the highest timeline. And we also have walk away and stuck in fear. Child, I don't want to keep plucking off this deck. But we have dependence also. I just feel like all of those are important. Anyway, bottom of the deck. We have the sticks, which says unity building, strong foundation, strength in numbers. We have Dead Sea Salts, which is boundaries, purification, and defense. And we have Moss and Vine, growth, adaptation, and adapt to challenges. Lord Jesus. Can we not read today, Becca? Lord Jesus, what is going on? Okay. So, air signs. Also, make sure you're hydrating, okay? Air signs. I feel like I wanted to say I feel like this is a past energy that the overlying energy is talking about. But as an air sign rising, and I don't want to assume that y'all are going through the things that I'm going through, right? Or y'all are having the same experience that I'm having. But as a Gemini rising, okay, this is a little bit of, for me, it's blah blah blah, as it is resonating with me. This is a little bit of past energy mixed with a little bit of current energy. Okay, for some of you guys, you are aware, right, that there's a new path that you should be taking. You are aware of the transitions and the emotional releases, or the reason for the emotional release that you've been having. But I feel like there is this residual, like, question mark is the best way that I can put it. I feel like you've done the thing, you walked away, but I feel like I said, there's a residual question mark. And for some of y'all, the answer to that question is you needed to walk away because whatever you walked away from depleted you and kept you stuck in fear, right? And so, because of that, moving forward, and this is not a simple thing to do, but you're being asked to trust in yourself, to trust in yourself, to trust in your new path, okay? To trust in your ability to erect boundaries. Also, with this purification and defense being here, up the protections. Y'all know how I feel, okay? Especially because we're going into Aries season thus, and we're going into summer as well. So y'all know how I get in the summertime. Y'all know how I feel about the summertime. It's always protections all year round. But summertime is just especially for us. Okay? So I am interested to see what this new path is. And I'm getting the feeling, like I said, what I do feel, because I always tell y'all there's always a but. The but for y'all is I just feel like there is some residual energy that's lurking that needs to be moved around or purified. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for my air signs for April 2025? Please be clear. Please be clear, Spirit. What messages? Child, these cards probably tired, okay? I just did everybody's reading back to back just to get them all done. So they've been being shuffled all day long. Spirit, okay, I was gonna say, can I get a card? Okay. Okay, I like the flowering, and I said it right. Flowering. You are growing, air signs, and I love to see it. Bottom of the deck, we have the travel card. Some of y'all might be traveling coming up soon. It could be you traveling for your creative endeavors, traveling to grow something, like, say, I don't know, especially because it's the springtime heading into the summer. You could be traveling to different markets, different festivals, things of that nature. Just being more out loud with your creativity, air signs. Yeah, there's something here that has grown, and that's, I feel like, is you. And this is so crazy because I feel like I have been repeating myself all day. Yes, I feel like this is your growth, but I also feel like this is the thing, the creativity, your passion that is also growing alongside you. I'm going to say this again for the fourth time. I feel like it's very important for me to remind y'all that as you grow, your creativity grows. The things that you're interested in grows. Um, and that's okay. I keep telling everybody this is the fun part, right? Um, there is a lot of us who are, and I'm loving it. I love to see it. Girl, what are you doing? I love to see it because so many people are coming into their own creatively. So many people are like, you know what? Bam. This is who I am. Either you're going to take it or not, take it or leave it. I don't care. I'm not for your consumption, okay? However, air signs, we have completion and control. Whatever during these transits that has been completed, that has been released, that has been walked away from, torn away from, okay? Because we can be a little hard headed sometimes. Whatever this is, stop trying to control. Because you're not going to do anything but drive yourself mad. Schizophrenia. Stop trying to control this. Spirit, why is this control card here? Not you trying to control the change, air signs. Oh, hold on, let me... Okay, my edges are still there. Not you trying to control the change. Not you trying to control the change, air sign. What do we know about trying to control the change? What do we know about that? If you here watching this video from my tribe, you know what that does, right? So have we not learned? Have we not learned, air signs? I'm getting this sense that I was just I was just about to say, whatever has been released, whatever is changing, whatever has been walked away from, it was burdensome to you. And I'm interested to see what this is. I really want to say that it's a way of thinking, but we shall see. Because I just don't want y'all to go down this new path, still trying to control things. Trust in yourself and your abilities, yes, absolutely. But completely and utterly understand. And I'm going to keep referencing these transits. I don't care. Please understand that per these transits, post transit, if you will, nothing is the same. Which means you also, you also are not the same. Okay? For some of y'all, you are literal brand new people. I literally just made a TikTok earlier where I was like, yo, I feel like coming out of eclipse season, I feel already in these last couple of weeks like a brand new person. No exaggeration. I feel like a completely different person. Are there still things about me that are the same? Obviously, yes. But a lot of things in me have shifted. The way that I think has shifted. The way that I perceive a lot of different things shifted. Things that I'm interested in, things that I want to study, things that I want to grow and mature has changed. All of that being said, air signs, there's only so much that you control. Why? Why is it so important for you to take your hand off of it? Because right now you need to be experiencing. Remember earlier when I said this is the fun part, right? It's the fun part because you can literally be anything, be anybody that you want to be right now. You are recreating the wheel. The will being you, right? And in order for you to understand what it is that you like, what it is that you gravitate to, what your creativity looks like, how you express that creativity, whether it be through your or let me take that back, what your creativity looks like and how you express it, what your spiritual gifts look like and how you utilize them. Do you express them through your creativity? All of these are questions that you are probably asking yourself right now, right? And for some of us, we can have a very tight grip, right? And I get it. A lot of it's because, especially when you have transitioned out of, when you have released something that was burdensome, something that was depleting you, right? You don't want to revisit that and you don't want to recreate that. But we also know where your, energy goes, where your attention flows. Or G flows where your attention goes. Y'all know the saying. I love this. We have courage beyond illusion. I promise you, these cards in one way, shape, or form have come out in every single divination. We have going with the flow, beyond illusion, and courage. As we're talking about control, right? Air signs, have the courage. Excuse me. Have the courage. These hiccups been beating, my butt all day. I think it's because I be talking so fast and taking so much air. Anyway, have the courage to. I'll say this. Our dead folk, our spirit guides, our spiritual court, the divine, can always see so much further than we can, right? And I know for a lot of us, we're hard headed and we're like, don't nobody know me better than I know me. Okay. But that's up for debate. But that being said, our court, the powers and the spirits that walk with us, a lot of times they can see things further than we can, right? And so I feel like right now you're being asked to trust and have the courage to see beyond what your fears are right now. Because not to invalidate your fears, but I'm going to kind of invalidate your fears because illusion. It's an illusion. Anything that has not happened yet is an illusion. It's not really there. Not on this timeline, anyway, right? So instead of focusing on trying to control what this change looks like within self, baby, go with the flow. Experience life. That is the only way that you are going to know in this season of your life what you want it to look like. You are not the same person. And I said this in almost every other divination. If you came out of these eclipses the same person, you did not eclipse right. I don't care. I don't care. I know we all were dealing with different stuff in different ways. And these eclipses hit us in different houses and things like that. So they affected all of us on a different magnitude and level. But one thing that I have seen across the board is there has been a shift. People are really, really waking up to the power that they hold and not looking externally for that power, not looking externally for somebody to validate that power, that creativity, that genius, right? And I love that. And I feel like a lot of what's about to happen, on top of the fact that we're going back to a lot of more authentic, Lord Jesus, authentic um, interactions, right? More authentic sharing. I feel like that's going to happen, and it has started happening because people have taken the time to just start experiencing life. Like right now, if somebody asked me what my plan for the next 6 months was, my answer would be, I don't know. I'm just living life right now. Why? I've never gotten a chance to do that. I have literally been working since I was 15 years old. Of course, I had breaks every now and then, because especially as a teenager. But from 18 onward, baby, I've been working. Okay, I'm tired. I worked myself literally into the ground. I didn't make time to play. I didn't make time to go out. Like if you follow me on TikTok and you are a part of my lives, you would know that I talk sometimes about how I didn't have a teenagehood, right? So I didn't do a lot of things that teenagers do. I didn't get to, you know, do all the things. I didn't get to party. I didn't get to whatever, right? I had to be very mature. I had to be very grown, right? Because of my circumstances and the hand that I was dealt, which I don't regret it because it taught me so much. But I feel like now because of that, like y'all, I didn't even have an HOE phase. And I know that's not how you spell it, but I'm spelling it that way for a reason. I didn't have an HOE phase, okay? I've been clank clank from very young. Okay. So I feel like I'm in this area of my life where it's time for me to just experience and go with the flow. Do I have an idea of what I want this next chapter of my life to look like? Kinda. A little bit. Right? But I'm chilling right now. Right? And honestly, that's how you get the inspiration as a creative. That's how you get the downloads as a creative, when you're able to just be like, and don't take this as me saying I'm just let life happen to you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You still have to. Don't piss me off, air signs. You still have to, you know, do the things, have some type of structure, right? But some of the most beautiful things that have happened to me in my life happened A, when I let go of control, and B, when I wasn't trying to force it. And so I'm going to say to you, whatever, especially coming out of these eclipses, as we continue to ground, as we continue to release, as we continue to purge, make time to experience. Okay? Spirit, any more messages? Any more messages, Spirit? For my air signs. But the most important thing right now, air signs, is for you to trust in yourself and to trust in this new path. You've grown. I feel like I'm giving the same message over and over again. You've grown. You've matured, right? Learn how to grow and adapt to what your current life looks like. For some of y'all, that looks like you doing some work to put up some boundaries. I did not say walls. I said boundaries. We have cleansings here. Make sure you stay up on your cleansing and your cleaning and your clearing. That in itself is purification and defense, right? But for a lot of y'all just need to trust in, not even just trust in yourself, trust in your ability to adapt. You might shock yourself. And you might find some beautiful things there. Spirit, any more messages for my air signs? Anything else, Spirit? Before we get a little card. We have this sorrow card out here, and I'm not sure why it's out here, so I'm trying to clarify it. What y'all sad about? Spirit, why is this sorrow card here? What we got going on? What you said over your creativity? Okay. Give me one more card, please, Spirit. We have, and I'll show y'all these cards in a second. We have creativity, we have new vision, and we have transformation. Is this about the residual stuff that I was talking about at the beginning? This is given like you're kind of saddened about what this transformation has done to your creativity, to your vision, right? Why was this cause? Especially if it's something that's been draining you. Tower card? I'm getting a few things from this tower card. Okay. I'm getting a few things from this tower card. For some of y'all, you could feel like, as you are processing all of the change, right? All of the newness, all of the transformation, it almost feels like you didn't have, like, it's almost like the rug was pulled from up under you, right? And part of me wants to be like, oh, Bookie, I'm sorry. But the other half of me wants to be like, because the thing about the universe, the thing about our spirits and our dead folk, right? They give us warning. Right? They give us warning. And it's up to us what we do with these warnings, right? That's just like people come to me and get divination. Of course, I tell people all the time, you got free will to do what you want. This is what these folks are saying. You either take it or leave it, baby. You do what you want to it. What has been said has been said. Go forth and be great, or do not, right? Because we are given warning. We are given the information. It's up to us what we want to do with the information. And the reason I'm like, I want to be like, oh, but I can't, because I feel like this is something that, especially if you were depleted by whatever this is, you knew. Air sign, you knew that you were tired. You knew that this was burdensome. You knew that it was taking away from your process, from your vision, from your creativity, and you held on to it. So Spirit had to be like, yank, give me that, thank you. Thus creating a tower moment. For some of y'all, this was just quick change. It wasn't anything where it was like you were holding on to anything or anything like that. It's just you've made a lot of shifts in a little bit of time, right? But for the ones who, Spirit, what are the messages? Y'all just, ooh. And I'm doing that to myself too. Because I'm in the collective that was hard-headed, okay? Spirit, any more messages for my air signs? Any messages for my air signs? We have past lives. Any more messages, Spirit? Any more messages, Spirit? Okay. I can't make this up. Okay. Because I was like, why is past lives here? Past lives is here because some of y'all are literally still trying to cling so hard. Oh, I'm scalping myself. You are trying so hard to cling to what is familiar to you. That's not going to help you. And I get it. And that's why maybe I was like, oh, Pookie. Because a lot of y'all, as you're going through this healing process, you feel kind of alone, right? And I get it. Like, when people aren't going through what you're going through or experiencing what it is that you're experiencing, it could look like you got 1,000 people around you. But out of them 1,000 people, 1,000 people, who hears you, who understands you, right? Who can relate to what it is you're going through. So I get that. I get when you're, especially, again, you got new vision, new path, transformation, change, thunderbolt. There's a healing. There's a lot of change happening. I get it. And it can be unnerving. It can kind of knock you off kilter. And it can make you feel alone. It can make, like I said, it can make you feel like people don't understand you. But air signs, the reason that you have been, and that's crazy because isolated tried to come out, but it wouldn't come all the way out earlier. You have inner voice. The reason that you have been so isolated, or the reason that you have been feeling so alone, is because you, and I said this in the, what was that, the fireside reading. You have to know what your inner voice sounds like, right? You need to be aware of what your inner voice sounds like, especially in this season. Especially as you are doing something as delicate, girl, as delicate as creating a new life, your new life. Think about how a good mother handles a pregnancy, right? She's going to be soft. She's going to be delicate. She's going to, excuse me, hiccups. She's going to be very soft as she is carrying new life. She ain't gonna be throwing herself off the sides of the buildings, bungee jumping and shit. You feel me? Like she's going to handle her body with care because she knows that she's housing something important. You're housing something important. You're birthing something important. Okay? So you need to be alone in this time period to not only facilitate the healing, but also to become aware of what your inner voice sounds like. Because, baby, the rebirth and coming is here. And, Buki, you got to be ready. Okay? Because this was given very much, I wasn't ready, but hey, Eclipse girl. So now that you know, now that you experience what this is, and now you understand why we, as your diviners, as your, spiritualists, as your guides, and all of the things, tell you stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. This is what we mean. So now that you done got snatched up, okay, now get ready for this new rebirth, for this new path. And trust in yourself and your ability to adapt and to pivot. Okay? We are going to get one more card from the Celestial Insights deck. Okay? Once again, I am starting to extend it this month of April. So if there's something in this reading that resonated with you and you want to hear a little bit more, go ahead downstairs, click that link in the description box, and come on over to the extended. We have fun, we have snacks. It's a good time. Okay. Spirit, any more messages for my air signs for the month of April 2025? I can't make this. We have enlightenment, and it says, you are on a path to enlightenment, discovering higher truths. Have you noticed a recent shift in your awareness? What did I just say? Okay. Continue following this light. It will lead you to greater wisdom. Bottom of the deck, we have clarity. And it says, clear vision is leading you forward. Have you been feeling uncertain? Clarity is emerging. Take action with confidence and trust in your path. What did I say? Trust in yourself. Trust in yourself and trust in your path, baby. Why? What is that song by um Kid Cudi? Pursuit of happiness. I'm on the pursuit of happiness. You're on the pursuit of enlightenment. I did not mean to shuffle that card because it's something in there that stuck out to me, but I shuffled it. So it's, oh, there it goes. Again, going back to why you have been isolated, why you have been by yourself. Um, in order to see your greater wisdom, in order to understand and hear what your inner voice sounds like, what better way than to be alone? And it doesn't mean forever. But there's some things that you still have to adapt to. Okay, air signs. I hope that this helped you. Like I said a second ago, come on over, pull on up, get your blankets and your snacks and your juice and your things, and come on over to the extendeds if you so choose. They're $5.99 again. If not, I hope you guys have a great April. I hope that the weight of some of these transits start to ease up off you. Okay, I want you guys to be great, to get bread, and stay all the way live. And with everything be intentional, have the April that you conjure. And I will see you next month. Bye.